All right, I got a special guest for you guys today. I'm going to introduce my friend, an incredible writer himself. So let me give him his proper dues. This is Keldrick T. Mobley, the creative consultant. He writes about stories about African Americans as true heroes. His upbringing in Miami, Florida inspires many of his stories. His original screenplay titled Skater Boy earned him a spot in the top 15% of writers in the world, according to 2017 Academy Awards. That's major. Now a father himself, he'd like to show his sons that there's indeed a place for Black heroes in the world. 119, as you guys can see this background, his script consulting service helps new writers not only find their unique voices, but also provide support and guidance. As a coach, Keldrick has helped countless new writers overcome their fears, and that's one of the main things that new writers encounter, and has shown them how to get their stories out of their heads and onto the screen.
Yes,
Keldrick
sir.
off,
Oh, there's
Keldrick,
more.
he also offers services such as editing, writing, and coaching. And his website is 119llc.com. And I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get that graphic up somehow, some way on this screen.
Hey, that'd be cool.
How are you doing from Long Beach, California to Florida? Where are you at in Florida, by the way?
Man, it's funny, I'm in Hollywood, Florida. So there's Hollywood. So
I
either way
love
it
it.
goes, I'm in Hollywood, baby. I made it. Mama, I made
That's right.
it. You know?
That's right. Oh my God. I am doing this new thing for us coming up as a writer that hasn't been in the game long, but trying to get in the game. Those of us that are serious, that are dedicated to this craft and trying to get something out there. I
Yeah.
know that you and the script consulting world are sort of, I think, sort of gatekeepers for the novice writers, because a lot of us don't know what we're doing, or we kind of know something like
Yeah.
that. So this interview is about sort of giving those novice writers, those new writers, something in the game so they can get their toe, at least they toe in the
Get a
door.
little something in there. I
Something is
mean, you know, I think something that's real important before, you get the questions or whatnot, or hopefully I don't answer it beforehand, but confidence plays a major role, you know,
Mm,
for new writers. Um, and I think my job, I mean, you said I'm a gatekeeper. I more so want to give people, I want them to know that what they have to say is important.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
like a lot of the people that I run into that, a lot of my clientele, one of the first things out their mouth is, oh, I don't think this is a good idea. And
Mm,
that's something that you have to dead that. You know what I
got
mean?
you.
Every idea is a good idea because it's your idea. And a
Yeah.
lot of them worry like, oh, well, it's been done or it's been said or what. Look, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, there's, I'm real. I'm you know from your own experience. I give it to you real raw whenever you're a client of mine or I'm consulting or whatever the case is. There's a movie out there called White House Down. Okay, and then there's another movie called Olympus Has Fallen. It's the same movie. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever get caught up in, oh, this has been done, this has been said. Or, man, look, you didn't say it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So because you haven't said it, no one's heard it from you. All right.
True. Real,
So
real.
just want to get that
And
out of here.
just for the sake of just being absolutely transparent, I have had this man help me along the way with my script. So this is someone that I know personally and has been helped by personally. So that's why I'm glad he's my first. You're my first interview, just to let you know.
Hey, look at that. It's a monumental thing.
Yes.
You kick it, you're setting the bar real high, man. I don't
That's right. Confidence displayed right there.
You have
All
to
right.
have it. You have to have that. You know what I mean? Another thing, again, like I said, writers come to me, and my job, I feel as a coach, is to help you be confident in your writing, to trust that inner voice, you know what I mean? That story that's talking to you in your head that you got it, you have to get it out, but trust it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one of my main things. You said so, you're a student of mine, if you will. Trust that voice. Trust that what you're saying is good enough. You know what I'm saying? And get it out, bro. You do it.
All right, let's get this first question out the way. What is script consulting? What is that for us novice writers?
Okay, so how I define script consulting is you, let's say you the newbie, right? You, let's say you wrote a script, right?
Yep.
For however reason you were able to do it, you know, you got Final Drafts, you got Celtics, you got whatever script writing program that you used. Okay, you're a novice, you wrote your screenplay to the best of your ability, right? In the industry, right? If you go in the traditional route, which is trying to find management, or trying to sell your screenplay or whatever the case might be, there are people that read scripts,
Yep.
okay, professionally for a living. That's all they do all day long. They have a stack, not even like this. They have, I'm talking a stack. Their job is to read through screenplays and see which ones are good enough to present to their boss, so that that can then be going on to the next phase of the movie making process. Okay.
Gotcha.
What happens is a lot of those folks are under pressure to find something that's good. Okay. So what they'll do is they'll weed out screenplays for things, if it could be a technical issue, it could be your formatting is off. Well, this person don't know what they're doing, toss it.
Right.
Right. It could be, you've got spelling mistakes. Well, they don't know what they're doing, toss it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My job, I feel, is to get your work past that person. Okay, I never guarantee, well, you work with me, then you're definitely gonna make a movie. No. My job is to get it so that when they're reading it, they're reading your screen, because they're gonna make a decision within the first 10 pages.
Yep.
Okay. So my job is to make sure not that your first 10 pages are good, because once you get the flow going, it's going to be good throughout.
Right. Right.
But my job is to make sure that when you get your work in front of that person, they don't just toss it out immediately over something silly.
Gotcha.
You've got to be strong in the beginning. You know what I mean? You got to have a good opening. You got to make sure your formatting is tight. You got to make sure your dialogue is on point. All the little things that could get you tossed out, I want to make sure you don't get tossed out. So
Gotcha. So you basically help to improve the script in all those various ways, so that when it gets to manager, agent, or just a screener,
whoever.
That's going to be something that's going to be taken care of. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, then let's move on to this next one. Okay, aside from reading scripts, which new screenwriters should do, and then screenwriting books in order to learn, and writing, obviously, what do you feel like is the most important for novice screenwriters?
Watch movies. Watch lots and lots of movies. Okay. I watch movies, man, all the time. Okay. I watch movies all the time now, and now it's even better because with streaming, you know what I'm saying? You've got thousands and thousands upon thousands of movies to choose from. Watch movies in different genres. Like when I was younger, I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna be an action all day long. I'm a you know what I mean? Action movies and blowing up buildings and all that stuff. No. Watch movies in different genres, okay, from action, drama, comedy, love, epics, documentaries. Watch all styles of movies. It gives you more perspective, right? It allows you to see, stories being told in a different way that you may not have normally, thought to tell it. You know what I mean? A lot of what you'll find is the best stories are basically love stories, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a romance movie. I'm saying at the heart of the story is love. You love something. Even in Die Hard, which is an example I always give to all my clients, Die Hard is a love story.
Right.
It's John McClane trying to get to his wife, right?
Yep.
That's
That's
you know what I'm saying? So
if they're watching the movie, what do you think they should be doing? Should they have a notepad out? Should they be paying attention to certain things? Or are we just watching for entertainment values?
It depends on what you're trying to do, right? So for example, what are you doing? Do nothing. But anyway, Okay, so it depends on what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So for example, my screenplay Skater Boy, right? It is a story about a young skater who lives in the hood, and his father just gets out of prison, and they basically have to take a road trip to a skating competition up in like Philadelphia, right? They
Mm,
live in Miami and they got to go to Philadelphia, and it's a road trip type movie, which turns into like a competition movie. So what did I
okay.
do? I watched other road trip movies: Little Miss
Mm,
Sunshine, Thelma and Louise. I watched skateboarding movies and documentaries, Gleaming the
right.
Cube. I watched there's a movie there was a movie on Netflix, I don't think it's there anymore, called the Message, or the something or whatever, but it was a skateboarding movie. You know
Okay.
what I mean? I watched stuff in that to see how did they do it, how did they tell that.
Right.
Okay. But you still want to watch other stuff because you still want to watch maybe like a drama, you still want to watch a thriller because they
Yeah.
have elements that can help you.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what you're doing. If I won't say that I watched it with a notepad in hand, maybe because I don't know, maybe because I was able to track, what I
Right.
was looking for. But if it helps you, yeah, definitely put a notepad in your hand, notice the similarities,
There you go.
right? Notice what's the same about this movie. Oh, they went from here to there. There was a conflict from here to there. Da da da. Notice that. Notice the
Gotcha.
characters. What are they doing? One of the major things that people need to understand, especially new writers, need to understand that a screenplay is simply directions.
Mm,
Okay? All a screenplay is you telling me what I see and what I hear. That's it.
gotcha.
A
This is
lot.
game, y'all. I hope y'all
I'm just,
paying attention.
I'm just, but that's what it is. It's instructions. It's instructions for the director to say, hey, focus on, this door. You know what I mean? It's instruction for the actors to say, their lines or whatnot. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Your creativity comes through in how which is what's crazy about screenwriting. You want to say the most with the least amount of words.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yep.
So your creativity comes in. How did you take this concept and condense it down? Because screenwriting and any kind of storytelling, for me personally, I feel like you should play on the person's feelings. How do you? So you're gonna give in your screenwriting, in your action sequences, you're giving the feeling. When you're giving
Gotcha.
a description of your character, right? Uh, Michelle, age, early 30s. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna give her description. I like the feelings. I don't like the
That's
straight up, Michelle, 33, 5'4", slim figure. Give me a feeling,
that
right?
psycho emotional connection.
Yes, right. So because that's what you want,
Yeah.
right? You want your watcher, your the person watching your film to feel something
Right.
about what they're looking at. Those are the
Yeah.
best ones. The ones that make us feel
That's
are the
why we
best.
go to the movie. Like, we
Exactly.
go to feel something or to
We
be
go to
taken
feel
into
something.
another world.
Exactly. And the thing with that is, look at like look at a movie where you wouldn't think you would feel something, right? Like John Wick.
Yeah.
It's an action film,
Right.
right? So you're not thinking you're gonna feel it. You're thinking you're gonna go see Keanu Reeves shoot up 100 people and whatever, right?
Right.
But you feel for him because they do a great job of framing that, hey, his life was like this,
Mm,
right? He was in love with his wife, and then he loses his wife. So you're
right.
like, dang, he lost his wife. Oh man, right? And then when the dog gets killed, right? A lot of people misconstrue that it's not the dog, right? It's the fact that his wife, who he loved, again, love,
Right.
gave him something so that he could pour his emotions into that, and it was taken away from him,
Right.
right? So because it was taken away from him, what does he go? What does he do? He does the only thing he knows how to do, and that's kill up 100 people, whatever. But you still feel something for him. You feel it's justified when he does everything that he does. So
Got you. All right. Let's go to this next question there. Oh man, we killing it. Okay. So How does the novice screenwriter network without coming off as trying to use somebody? I just saw this sort of in another discussion in terms
Um,
of networking and how it can be sort of this manipulative thing. How do you go about it in a more pure way, I guess you could say? If there's
I guess with that one, you want to be open and honest with your intentions, right? I'm new to this. I'm trying to do this thing. Okay. You want to be open. You want to be honest with whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay. Also, social media is
hmm
is a great tool.
yeah,
Facebook has countless groups for new writers. I mean, uh, I don't even know how many writer groups,
same here.
you know what I mean, and that I'm in. I think we're in even some of the
A
same
whole bunch, yeah.
groups. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a lot of writer groups. I feel like those help. Um, Social media, Twitter, Instagram, things like that. But the only real answer to the question is just being honest about what it is that you're trying to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of well, I don't know the numbers. I can't say a lot of writers, but I know writers to be very introverted. So asking for that help can sometimes be overwhelming. And
Right.
you know what I mean? We have to learn to get
Out
out
of
of that
ourselves.
shell,
hmm
and that comes with confidence, which again, as a coach, I'm gonna coach you on your confidence. And you're not confident because you don't believe in your idea, because your idea is you
Right.
believe in your idea, you're gonna want to tell the world, man, look,
True.
I wrote this story about a candy bar that goes to the moon, and man, you gotta hit whatever.
Right. Right.
But you
I think
confident, you're gonna talk.
I think too, connecting with people in the genre or in the sort of storytelling world that you like. And that way you'll have a common interest that you could connect with other people
Yeah,
on.
you'll
I
you'll
think that's
find you'll find that there are people that want to do things, right? Like there are people that want to produce.
right.
That's all they want to do. They just want their name on the movie. They got the money. They just want to say, hey, I made this thing. There are people that want to film it. You know what I mean? There are people that want to do your sound. You have to get out of your shell. It's hard for some folks. Get
Yeah.
out of your shell. Be open and honest. Hey, I'm trying to do this thing. You know, can anyone help?
Right.
I'm new to this. There are a lot of communities that embrace new writers because
Right.
they've been there, which is the entire reason I even started 119, because I was there
Yep.
and wanted some help. And I didn't want anybody to feel how I felt when I couldn't get help, when I got rejected from, I don't even know how many, you know what I mean? Like when I submitted my screenplay to God knows how many contests and didn't place or didn't get anything, it got nothing but letters back saying how much my screenplay sucked, you
yeah.
know. Well, I didn't want anybody to feel like that.
hmm
I mean, I'm gonna do my best to give you the tools that I know to help you get it, you know, make whatever better. But there are places and there are people that want to help you. You just gotta, you have to make that initial, you know, leap of faith to say, hey, I need help.
Yeah. All right. Next question. What are some resources and tools you think novice screenwriters should know about?
Um, well, I mean, obviously the biggest resource in the universe is the internet.
Right.
Um, you should definitely be reading screenplays. You know what I mean? Like you should be reading screenplays. Funny enough, you should be reading cookbooks. Because cookbooks give a concise, you know, they do the most with the least, just like
Mm,
screenplays do. They're very descriptive and they can help you out with that.
nice.
Um, you know, having the final draft program.
Okay.
It's some people have their feelings about it, but it's the industry standard.
It is the industry standard.
Just go cop it. Like, don't even just shut up and go get final draft.
And if you're a student, guys, they offer discounts for
Yeah,
students.
yeah,
So you
huge
can get
discounts for
50%
the
off.
students. I think it's like, what is it? I think I just upgraded to final draft
12, because I was on
12
11.
now. Well, I
Yep.
have 11 then. Um, is it? Yeah, I have 11. But it was
Okay.
like what, like 99, 200, whatever it was. It's
Yeah.
worth it. This is an investment. in you. It's an investment in your future. Bite the bullet, buy the program. You know what I mean? You can use it on, I have Final Draft on my MacBook. I have it on my iPad, which you can't see because whatever. I have it on my iPad. I have it on my cell phone. Just get it. Just get it and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. And then of course there's resources, books, but you know, internet's your biggest friend.
Yeah.
You can learn literally everything.
And there's scripts online. They have repositories where they've just uploaded a whole bunch of scripts.
Definitely.
There's, I think, a service too. I forget the website name. We can maybe come back to that, but they'll have the actual movie and then the script rolling underneath it. So you.
Oh yeah. I know that. Oh, I know that I know that website. Yeah, and that's great. Oh, that's another great thing. You know, you just reminded me. That's another great thing that I tell people as well. What I do with some of my clients who've never, let's say some that have never written a screenplay ever.
Yeah.
I will ask them what their favorite movie is, or I'll give them a movie that I know is easy to watch, like The Matrix or something like that.
Okay.
And then have them download the screenplay.
Okay.
And then read the screenplay while you're watching the movie, so you can see the differences. So you can see, you know what I mean, like what you're looking at. Because, for example, prime example, in the movie The Matrix, that fight sequence between Morpheus and Neo. Yeah. Awesome fight sequence. The screenplay is just Morpheus and Neo fight.
That's it.
That's it. That boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay.
You see the director figured this out.
but the thing about it is the directors wrote the movie.
Oh.
So they didn't have to, you know what I mean? Unless
they already knew it.
They didn't have to say too much. They knew what they were doing when they did it. That was the Wachowskis. So like that's something to keep in mind too. Read, look at your favorite movie because it's your favorite. So you know what I'm saying? And then read the screenplay along with the movie so you can see how it works.
Okay. All right. Here's the last question. What are the biggest mistake novice screenwriters need to avoid?
There's a look, man. One, don't ask nobody to sign no NDA.
That's got to be number one.
God, look, man. This is gonna sound.
And then tell them what an NDA is first.
Okay, so an NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. Okay, and what it basically is a document that says that you are not going to discuss my story with anyone or I'll sue you. Shut up. Nobody wants. Nobody. And when I say this, I'm understand where I'm coming from. Nobody wants your story. Right? I don't want your movie about, cupcakes from Mars. I don't want it. Okay? It's yours. You want it. And you want my help, okay? And I have multiple ways of helping you. So you asking me to sign an NDA? I'm sorry. It is a newbie move. It makes you look like a newbie. It makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. Nobody wants. We're writers. We have our own ideas. Like, right. You know what I mean? I don't. And even if I like your idea, I'm not gonna write it. My God. Like I have my own stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's like, ooh.
That's number one. I hear that a lot. And let me just say this too. In the screenwriting world, what I've come to know, I'm a novice again, but your reputation is everything. If your name gets associated with something negative, like signing NDAs, guys, it's just gonna turn people off from you. So that's another thing that I'd say on top of that.
Yeah. And the thing with NDAs, right? You got to remember, like I said, I think in the beginning, only you can tell this story.
Right.
Only you can write it. I could, prime example. I gave a class once, right? To some teenagers. I told every single one of them, here's the story idea. I gave them an idea, right? Yeah. Every one of you is going to do Jack and Jill. But you can do it however you want. You want to
Mhm.
write a poem, you want to do a short story, you want to write a rap, you want to draw a picture. I don't care, right? Because the whole point of being creative is to do it the best
No
way.
way.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It was about maybe 7 students, and each one of them told Jack and Jill a completely different way.
Mm.
Completely different. One had Jack and Jill after they fell down, they sued the Hill Company. One had like Jack was like he was like a trapper in the hood or something like that, and Jill
All
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants your idea. I'm sorry. Like they don't want it. They don't want that.
Gotcha.
Everybody's gonna be different. Everyone's gonna tell it differently.
Is there any other mistakes that you think screenwriters should avoid?
The NDA thing is a big one. You should avoid. Um, I don't know. Just avoid being a jerk. Try to be open.
Yeah.
Okay, because there are a lot of groups that I'm
Yeah.
in where people ask a question, and then it's like they're looking for validation for why they did what they did in their
Mm.
screenplay. Be open.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not, you know, you're new to this.
Right.
Be open and don't take feedback personally, because we want you to do good.
Right.
We love it. We love it when someone, oh look guys, I'm getting my first. I'm on set with my movie. We love it
Yeah.
because we're like, yeah, you did, yeah, we love it. Be open to feedback. Hey, it's not personal. We want you to be better. Iron sharpens iron. We want you to be better, and the way to be better is, listen, you're gonna you're gonna present your screenplay, and your first draft is garbage.
Pretty
Period.
much.
First draft is garbage, but you got it out of you.
Right.
Now is the part where you chisel it. Now is where you call somebody like me or whatever, and we chisel it down and we sculpt it and we make it better and better. Because everybody knows, if you don't, and I'm gonna tell you right now, writing is rewriting.
Rewriting.
There's no getting around it. I learned it the hard way. I'm thinking, oh, out the gate when that whole Academy Award thing, I was like, man, nope, nope. I'm ranked 15% in the world, not 1, 15.
Right.
So had I gone back in and not been so arrogant and rewrote and crafted my story better, who knows? Writing is rewriting. Be open to taking feedback and not taking it personal. We don't know you personally to be like, hey, you garbage.
Right.
No,
Right.
not that. No.
I would say too, when I'm on these groups, I see a lot of questions from novice screenwriters that can easily be answered by Googling. So one thing that I would say is, first try to find the answer on your own. And then if you can't find it or you're confused about it, ask a specific question. If you join these screenwriting groups, which you should, then ask a question. But as soon as you go in and ask a question that can be easily answered by Google, it kind of, again, your reputation sort of takes a hit. So I would say that is another good thing.
Yeah. And dang, I just had one other thing to add to that too. But it's fading from my mind. But there was something else I wanted to add to that. But yeah, Googling stuff, definitely. But at the same time, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't be afraid, but don't get defensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ask your questions. We want to help. We want you to succeed. We want to see you. We want to see us do well.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I get a lot of people that, you know what else too?
What's up?
Don't go asking other people for their contacts.
Yo.
Okay. You see somebody's I'm on set with Bruce Willis. Yo, put me on with Bruce. No. No.
Dead that quick.
No. No.
And the reason, guys, is people have worked for years to develop relationships with people. It's almost like cutting the line. Like if somebody waited 20, 30 minutes to get into line and then you go, hey, can I cut you because I want to? That's basically what asking somebody else's contacts or
Yeah,
people that they know. It's not
exactly.
good.
And like you said, they've built those relationships. You just coming in the game. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to stake my relationship on you. You know,
Not happening.
no. There are people that want to help you. You can form your own contacts, put in the work. You know what I mean? There's no cutting in line. Put in the work. And number, I guess if I had to don't give up.
Yes.
Don't give up. Do not give up. Okay, your voice is unique. Okay, what you have to say, somebody wants to hear it. I tell this, I say this to everybody. Okay, no idea is dumb because there is a movie franchise called Sharknado.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Okay, then there are 6 of those movies, and that is $1 billion franchise. It's a movie about sharks in a tornado.
Damn tornado.
So don't you ever think your movie idea is dumb. Never, ever, 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 ever get it in your head, oh, this sucks. Because there's a movie called Sharknado and it's $1 billion.
There you guys go. I have the same advice there is just keep going. Don't quit. It doesn't matter if you write every day, every week, or every month. Just keep going because screenwriting game is a marathon. And you need tough skin because you're going to get a whole bunch of no's before you get your yes.
Yeah.
And you just have to try as many avenues as you can. There's no one formula that's going to work for you that somebody else assigns to you. You got to try whatever works. Like for me and Keldrick as well, we're both fathers. And so we have responsibilities and day jobs. And, you know, we can't do it like somebody else who is only writing and they just, you don't have to write. It's different. So find your way and keep working. That's what I would have to say to you, man.
I agree 100% with that. You know what I mean? Believing in yourself, believing in your story, because you got it. What was it? Jordan Peele, prime example, wrote Get Out, was rejected like how many times?
More than we should know. I mean, that is a great movie. And
great
just
movie.
Just so you guys know, like even that, like the subjectivity in the judging of your script, you could submit it to somewhere and it'll get a low or very critical score. And then you may submit the same screenplay somewhere else and they'll praise it. It's subjective, guys. That's why you can't take it personal.
So true, because when I got in 2017, when I got that ranking, I submitted it again the very next year, nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
There you guys go.
So that's all there is to it. Believe in yourself, believe in your story. Do not give up. I don't care how many people you show it to and they're like, no. You have to believe in it, because when you believe in it, what does that do? That gets other people to believe in it. Right? Believe in it, man. Don't give up. Like people, trust me, somebody wants to hear what you have to say. There are people out there that can't wait to hear you. They can't. They want you. They want your thing. They cannot wait. They're like, oh my God, where has this been all my life?
Right.
So
that's gold right there, man.
Keep going.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man. Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Hopefully in the near future, we both gonna be working and in the Hollywood on the West Coast.
I mean,
doing our thing.
I'm trying to get Hollywood popping on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm trying to get it over here. Like there's some stuff that we're working on. That's a lot of fun. Okay. But I would love to come out there and come holler at you, man. Hey, let me know.
That's right. All right, man. You enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you again, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right, bro.